There is news out of the French Open this week, but it's not what people think. I'm not talking about that right now. Yes, Naomi Osaka left. She left because of anxiety and depression issues. But see, I'm not talking about that because I'm talking about a tennis issue today. That is a media issue, and I'm going to go into that personally within the next couple of days. I'm not talking about this today. I'm not talking about that based off the fact that I'm not going after the media today. So we're going to forget about that. Basically, I'm going to talk about this, and this is a bigger problem with tennis than even that. A woman that was 765th in the world named Yana Sizikova basically just got arrested today in the French Open. She got arrested because of match fixing. Match fixing for people that are casuals or whatever is what happens is they throw points or they throw a set so that the bettors on any platform can be able to win some money, and then she would get some money on the side. She's accused of all this. And see, this now became news across the world because it happened at the French Open. And it happened when she actually had a decent enough doubles partner to boot. So how she got that, I don't know. But it happened during that time, so now it's news. And here's the thing about that. It happens all the time. A lot of you don't realize this. A lot of people don't realize this. This happens all the time. Men, women, they both bet. They both get involved with something like this. You don't want to make bets on tennis platforms. There are people that do it all the time and then they lose. But then they hate the tennis players for that. You don't want to make bets on tennis platforms whatsoever because people throw matches. They throw them all the time, especially low level, and especially futures. The futures level is basically 190 to 900th in the world and maybe lower. And you want to know what those have? 0 sponsorships. Sponsorships equal money, which they don't have. So when you don't have money, you can't travel. Well, yeah, if you win every tournament, okay, you might make some, but see, every tournament is $10,000 to $25,000 total money, which means you're probably making $5,000. And then that's travel expenses for the next tournament. Most of these tournaments are Bulgaria, Singapore, any of these places. That's all that is. And so, can you blame them? And I'm not saying I'm going for them, but if you put it into their head, can you blame them for betting and trying to make some money on the side? Because that's all they can do. And see, a lot of professional tennis players, that's all they've known. They've played since they were 3, 4 years old. It's all they know. They don't have a backup plan. See, golfers, 100, 200 in the world are making a good living. Tennis players are not. And I've met tennis players. That's all they know. They can't even open a bar or can't even think about going into business at the end. They have to go become tennis coaches. It's all they know, and they hate it, really. It's not, see, you can win. How tennis goes is simple. You can win every tournament, but you have to make it up again the next year in points. So then if you struggle the next year, you drop deep, and then you lose chances at sponsorships. You lose all that. So there's a chance at moving up, or there's a chance at moving up, or there's a chance of making more money. There's too much money that is laying on the table right now. And if you're not Roger Federer, if you're not Novak Djokovic, not Rafael Nadal, or not even John Isner for that one thing, I mean, a big 6'10" guy who with a huge serve with nothing else, who basically used that serve to buy Alex Rodriguez's house about 7, 8 years ago. He was able to live like that, but if you're not them, you have no chance. And so that's the problem with tennis. There isn't enough. There isn't enough money for the players. And then, as long as they're going to feel so slighted, tennis is going to feel so slighted that people are betting and they're not playing fair. And they're not, oh my God, it's horrible. They're cheating. It will always happen. Add some more money. That's the solution and the only solution.